From the hallowed grounds of Fenway Park, today the finale of this 3-game weekend. Ready to go now, Isaac Paredes now at the plate. And we're underway from Fenway. Way out front for strike 2. Bayo, 26 years old, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. Pitch in the dirt, ball 1. That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going. The Bo Sox have raced out of the gate to start the season. Line drive, base hit, right center field. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Yeah, when a team's winning at this kind of pace, Boog, the vibes are great. I was on 2 different teams that had a .600 winning percentage or better in the first month of the season, and both are...
And now this one's a rocket to right. Way back there. Gone! Yordan Alvarez blasts one out. His 4th home run of the season. That was quite the home run, Siggy, as we take it in again with StatCast. 114 miles an hour off the bat.
Yeah, and plenty of distance, too. I mean, with that kind of exit velo, if you can get it up in the air with good backspin, it's going to be a tape measure shot.
Whacked out to center field. That's well struck. That's back there. And that's going to bang against the wall. Not stopping. He's going for 3. And he's got himself a triple.
That's now 3 hits in a row for the offense. Just missed out on a home run right there, but he certainly hit it hard enough. Just didn't have the right launch angle to carry it over the wall, but still an excellent swing of the bat.
Ball.
Nobody out with a pair of runs across in the frame here in the 3rd and final game of the series.
Definitely not a pitch location you're expecting up there as a hitter when you know the guy's got a good sinker ball. If he can get in that location, boy, you've got to look top to bottom, and that's going to make it very difficult to hit.
Stepping in, Zach Cole. Swings and misses. 0-2 now. Runner on at 3rd, 1 gone. In the dirt. Runner holds. Count goes to 1-2. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
And that is that. 2-run shot for the Astros this inning. It's now a 2-0 ball game. Digging in, Jarren Duran. He's already set a new career best for stolen bases in a season, Chris. And that one ripped to left. That's a hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single. Runner takes off. Strike in there. Safe at 2nd, and he easily steals the bag. And the league leader in stolen bases does it again.
When your catcher's not a great thrower, you have to do a better job at controlling the running game. And that's throwing over, that's stepping off, doing whatever you can to try to keep that base stealer's rhythm off. Well, they weren't able to do it right there. They're going to have to make some type of adjustment, or players are going to be running all game.
Man at 2nd. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup. Swings through it for the K. The high heat, too much on that one. Wilyer Abreu up next for the Red Sox. 4 for 8 in the series so far. On a line. out number 2.
Batting fourth, first baseman, Wilson Contreras.
Good fastball going early until they show they can make some good contact. You keep on throwing the pitch.
Runner takes off for third. Pitch is low. Throw to third, and he's in there easily. And that's another stolen base for the league leader.
In this game, you got to take what the other team is giving you. And right there, they were giving him a steal of third base. Didn't check his lead. Catcher doesn't throw very well. So you got to take that back. Get your team that much closer to scoring a run.
The 1-2. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
A healthy cut. Tough pitch at 98, but a really good pass at the ball.
1-2 here.
Ball.
That one is absolutely belted. Can't get to it, and this should score the run. Aim to score from third. And now they trail by 1. Pulls into second. That's an RBI double.
Well, back within 1 as he brings home the run. That was one of those swings that feels like you're swinging an aluminum bat. It jumped off so hard, squared it up, and it went screaming at 108 miles per hour.
Rafaela in the box as he fouls off the first pitch. Man on second, 2 down. Check swing, but he went too far. That's strike 2. Burrows checks the runner, and he's back in on a dive. Here's the 0-2.
0-2 pitch that far out of the zone gives the hitter a little confidence that maybe he can climb back into this at bat.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. That is the inning. Red Sox with an RBI double, and it's now back in Boston, and stepping in for the Astros, Nick Allen.
Ball.
Swings through that one for strike 2. Misses the sweeper. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Gets him. 1 away on a drop third strike. That one close, ruled a ball. And that's ball 2. Challenge from behind the dish here. Just caught the zone by a whisker, and the call is overturned. They'll keep both their challenges. Foul ball there. Close one, doesn't get the call. And the count now even up. Catcher challenge, will take another look. And that just scraped the zone. The call is overturned. Still 2 challenges left for them. Right side, and foul ball. 2 down, nobody on, and a foul ball.
Ball.
Towards first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. We head to the bottom of the second. Here now the Red Sox DH, Romy Gonzalez. On the ground to third. Zips it to first. That's 1 out, the bottom of the second. Swing and a ball popped up. Walker settles underneath it. And there's 2 down.
Going to have a little more discipline in future at bats. That pitch looked good, but you can't hit it. It was just too high in the zone. You usually see a swing and miss or weak contact in the infield.
Caleb Durbin at the plate with 2 away, swings through that one. And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it.
Got to be careful here. This is the type of hitter that can punish you even with pitches outside the zone.
Ball.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Play made. That ends the inning. Welcome back. Let's take a look at how the series has played out so far. Swing and a foul back. That's out of play. That one finds the zone. No balls, 2 strikes. And a foul ball. He stays alive.
That's a ball.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. And a ball and 2 strikes. Fights it off. He'll see another.
Ball
Really
2.
good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. The 2-2 on the way. And that skips in the dirt.
Gosh, Boog, I think he's trying to deke the pitcher. There's no way he's thinking he can hit that pitch.
This one in the air, center field. Anthony moving in on this one. He's got it. And there's one away. Air Jordan steps in to take his hats. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. Swing and a foul straight back. Battling here as he fouls it away. The 0-2. On the ground out to short. First 2 batters retired here in the top of the 3rd. In the air, right field. Abreu moving under it. And that is that. Nothing doing. Back in the ballpark. And in this series, it has been ugly on the mound as we look at the numbers. Connor Falefa in the box as he fouls off the first pitch.
You know, these Red Sox, as you probably noticed, haven't been shy at the plate at all. In fact, they've probably been too aggressive at times. I'm specifically talking about the first pitch. These batters are swinging more than 80% of the time, which is fine if you're scoring runs, but that hasn't been the case today.
Ball.
That misses off the outside edge.
Just missing off the plate there, according to the umpire. And out there on the mound, maybe trying to get an explanation. Can't say.
Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. And it bangs off the monster. And the tying run is on base.
Everything came together for him. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
Shortened the bunt and missed it. It's 0-1. Puts a bunt down. Walker. They put the tag on him and he gets the job done. So now with 1 away and a man at second. And next for the Red Sox, Roman Anthony. In the air, center field. Cole moving under this one. Brings it in. And there are 2 outs.
Up next for the Red Sox, right fielder, William Abreu.
Fouled off. He was late. Move to second. Connor Falefa dives back in. Runner edges away at second. And that one fouled off.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up, try to track the ball, block it if you have to, as far as just a late swing that maybe you're not sure about, but some way, somehow climb back into this at bat through the count.
Hard hit right side. Out with room to spare, and that's the inning. New inning getting started, and here now is the Astros cleanup hitter, Christian Walker.
Ball one.
That's in there. Strike one. Sliced hard but foul. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Ball, that's too low. Hee-haw!
Slice the other way. That's a base hit. And they have their first base runner since the first inning. Here's Carlos Correa. He's 0 for 1. That one fouled hard the other way. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2. Ground ball up the middle. The flip. There's one. What a double play that was. Inning over. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. That hit him. And the leadoff man is aboard to start the inning. First pitch swinging.
Yeah, I don't think anyone's got good numbers swinging at pitches in that location.
Late on that fastball.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
On the ground, could be 2. Over to Altuve. To Walker, and that's 2.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
Romy Gonzalez up next for the Red Sox.
Boog, over 80% of his first pitches are strikes. You're doing that, you could have a really good day out there on the mound.
In the air, right field. And the inning is over. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far.
Ha! Ball. Ball 2.
Swing and a miss. And that's 6 Ks for him in this one. A little out front there as he swings through it. On the ground to the left. And that's just foul. Next offering misses. Ball 1. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Picks up strikeout number 7. 2 down, base is empty. Now it's the right fielder.
No.
Swing and a miss, and he got him to chase. Got him swinging, and he strikes out the side of the 5th. We head to the bottom of the fifth. So stepping in for Boston, Carlos Narvaez.
Ball one.
Check swing, and he went. And that is strike one. Swings through that high fastball. Fights that one away, still 1-2. That's out to center field. Pulls up, and that's in there for a knock. And the tying run is on base.
Well, that may end up being an at-bat we go back to later on when this game is over. Other than ripping one into the gap or blasting one over the wall, there aren't a whole lot of hits that are more satisfying than a nice line drive in the center field. So that definitely felt good.
Trying to move him over here. Correa. They take the force out as they pass up the chance at the double play. One out man at first. And now Isaiah Kiner-Falefa. Rips that one to right. And there's two down. Into center. Tracks it down for the out. And that back now at Fenway. Close game here, and a chance now to look at a few highlights from this one.
Hike.
Pitch misses. Ball one. Right through there for a strike. That misses the zone. Ball three. Up the middle, and that one handled. Tosses to first. Now one gone in the top of the sixth.
Up next,
Now it's Yordan Alvarez, and it was a homer back in the first inning that got his day started at the plate.
Yeah, Boog, a two-run blast, and that swing will give him confidence the rest of the way.
Two quick outs to open the top of the sixth. That one in the dirt, and that's ball one. Two down, nobody on, and we're in the top half of the sixth. Grounds one to short. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. It's the Astros 2 and the Red Sox 1. Back here at Fenway, Joe stepping in for Boston, Roman Anthony.
Ball.
Popped up to the left, into foul ground. Has room, and he makes the catch. Manager out of the number 46 will take over here.
Well, he struggled quite a bit, so this is another opportunity to get on the right track. He's given up more than one hit per inning pitch so far this season.
Late swing, foul to the left. The 0-2. Runs it up to 96 to record the punch out.
Well, he went up there trying to be aggressive, that's for sure, hacking at those first two pitches, but clearly that last one fooled him. He could have been sitting on something else entirely, but you want to be able to adjust on 0-2 and at least get a swing off when it's in the zone. Maybe choke up, maybe spread out your stance a little bit. You got to give the guy credit on the mound, though. He went right after him.
Comes up empty.
Well, you got the hitter already chasing that nasty slider. If you're on the mound, you just want to expand the zone right now. Get a swing and miss and get through this at bat.
Chases in the dirt, slider there. Catcher has it, fires to first. That completes the strikeout, and that'll do it. Top of inning number 7. So here's the Astros cleanup hitter, Christian Walker. And that one clips the corner. Check swing. He went. That is strike 2.
Ball.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Third time he struck out in this one, and definitely an individual performance you want to flush. He just hasn't looked very comfortable up there. Just one of those days. But when you're still winning the ball game, at least you can focus on doing your part to maintain that lead and getting that W.
Ball 2.
Next offering way off the plate.
A rare 3-ball count here. He's been throwing strikes all day. Got to be ready to hit if you're in the box.
Swings and sends a rocket to right. Abreu takes it in for the out. 2 away. Correa, the batter now, as he swings and misses for strike 1. On the ground to third, Durbin. And the Astros put down in order. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary. Line, and that's a base hit. And that puts the tying run on base.
Well, that was an important at-bat in this game, so a great job there stepping up to the challenge. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
In the dirt. Nice job behind the plate there. Check swing, went around, and the count is 0-2. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes.
Well, that at-bat seemed to be over as soon as it started. 3-pitch strikeout. You've got to be better at the plate right there, at least to foul something off, extend that at-bat.
Checks over to first, back safely.
He's got plus speed, but in this situation, all eyes are going to be over there trying to keep his lead tight.
Narvaez now at the plate as he swings through strike 1. There's a swing and a miss.
2 really good back-to-back sliders. Now in an 0-2 count. He's feeling real confident about finishing this hitter off. He can go anywhere he wants.
The 0-2.
Foul ball.
Runner on the go. Swing and a miss. Safe at second, and that was not close. And the tying run is now in scoring position. Here comes the... So a new pitcher out of the bullpen for the Astros, Brian Abreu.
Pretty big spot he's coming into, trying to strand that runner at second base. So he's going to need to make some quality pitches. He does have first open if he needs to use it.
Swing and a miss, strike 1.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit is probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
Activity in the Houston bullpen. Josh Hader, the closer, is getting loose. Oker also getting ready. So the tying run at second. Swings through that one out in front that time.
He has a tendency to chase out of the zone, and that slider that's down, that's one of his...
He's trying for third. A swing and a miss. That retires the side. Back inside Fenway Park. Ready to begin the 8th. Nick Allen getting ready to hit. Gets him to chase after that one. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Here's the 0-2. Slice to right. Hops over the wall, and that's an automatic double. And now Alex.
For the Red Sox, number 29, Johan.
No, that's a ball.
Man at second. Swings through the fastball up in the zone. Swings and misses. Not what you're looking for after the leadoff double. A strikeout, and there's one away. Now it's the right fielder.
Yeah.
That one's in there. 0-2.
Well, that's really the money spot, down and away. If you can locate that consistently, it's going to be real tough for hitters to square that up. That's what you'd love to see relievers do coming out of that bullpen.
Yeah.
Man on second, 2 down.
Run that good fastball up on the hitter's inside. If nothing else, it keeps him from diving.
He locked him up, and that'll do it. The inning. Back here in Boston, on to the bottom of the 8th. Isaiah Kiner-Falefa digs in now. Looks like the pinch hitter for the Red Sox, Tyler McDonough.
And he would be the tying run, Boog, so we may see him try to launch one if he gets a good pitch to handle.
Fought off foul. Looking to get the tying run on base. Swing and a miss. 99. How do you do?
Oh, 0-2 fastball way out of the zone. I think he's trying to speed him up. Got to stay back. Off speed's probably coming.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out.
Pretty big strikeout right there to start this 8th inning. Down 1. Any leadoff base runner really makes this inning a bit more interesting. But now this offense has to switch from possibly trying to manufacture a run to needing to run into something or just try to string multiple hits together to get a run across the plate.
Durant now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there. And that one is lifted in the air. Cole under it. 2 up, 2 down. Manager. The Astros turn to a new arm on the mound, Steven Okert.
He's having a ton of success facing left-handed hitters this season, so this seems like a smart move to turn to him with a lefty at the plate. That pitch started in and ended up on the outside edge, just changing planes and very difficult, especially for a left-handed hitter to track.
The Stros holding on to a 1-run lead here the bottom half of the 8th inning. Swing and a miss. Yeah, the count 1-2.
All sliders so far in this at-bat to get ahead in the count, and clearly shows there was a game plan in mind for how to attack him in the box.
High fly ball down the left field line. That one back there, and that one is foul, so we'll try it again.
Really great change of speeds. He goes off the off-speed to the fastball of the hitter.
That's strike 3 and the 3rd out. So back here at Fenway, all set to start the 9th in this one. Here's Yordan Alvarez. Yeah, that's in for a strike. And it's 0-2. Make it 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along.
The guy at the plate could recognize slider out of the hand. Didn't stay in the tunnel very long in terms of depth and perception. He knew right away it was an off-speed pitch.
The 1-1. And there's a rocket into the outfield. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. In safely. It's a double and his second hit. One out. Runner at second. Christian Walker will hit next. Hard liner. Base hit. Altuve rounds third, headed for the plate. Safe. And it's 3-1.
Picks himself up an RBI. Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap. And I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to bomb. So many positives that led to that knock.
On the ground, right side. Contreras over to second. Double play. What a quick killing to end the inning. But they pick up one run on the RBI. Welcome back, and here comes the closer, Josh Hader.
Well, he's the guy they hope to turn to out of the pen to lock down wins. So this game has gone to plan, more or less. Let's see if he can wrap it up here.
Looks like the pinch hitter for the Red Sox, Connor Wong.
Now, Brooke, this is a real tough place for visiting teams to come in and close out ball games for a win. Pitching has been pretty dominant in this one, but you got to be careful, not working with too big a lead. They could get right back in this ball game if you're not careful.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. Alvarez going back on it, and it's off the Green Monster. And a big swing of the bat. It's a leadoff double in the bottom of the ninth.
Well, that's how you respond. Leadoff man comes up, gets into scoring position. Now, there are several ways that they can get this run across. Sold it really well with the arm speed. Swung underneath it, so a changeup that stayed a little bit more on plane than what he was anticipating.
This one in the air, center field. And there's one down. So now with one away and a man at second. And next for the Red Sox, Ceddanne Rafaela.
Really nice swing in his last at bat. Shot a line drive into center field.
Yeah, that's fouled off.
Ball.
Close, but called a ball. Ball 2. And an ABS challenge coming from behind the dish. Stays alive. The Red Sox with the tying run at the plate, and the home team trying to pull it out. That's a base hit. Runner around third on his way to the plate. He'll score easily. It's an RBI single, and now they trail by 1. Fouled off down the right side. Trying to keep the game alive here in the bottom of the ninth. Just off the inside edge.
Got to be down in the zone with that two-seamer if you're gonna be effective with it.
Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. And now 2 aboard. The winning run is on base. Here's the catcher, Carlos Narvaez. 1 for 3. Well struck left field. Way back there. It's got a chance. And it hits off the monster. The run scores from second. And they've tied it in the bottom of the ninth.
Such great concentration.
Houston, number 62, Pizza.
First pitch misses.
Definitely a strikeout situation right here. Lots of ways for that go-ahead run to score if the ball's put in play.
That one hammered left field, carrying well. Across is the winning run, and the Red Sox walk it off and win it 4-3.
When you're down 2 runs in the 9th inning, the odds are definitely stacked against you, but they found a way to come up with some big hits. They scored 3 runs for the win. What an incredible way to finish this ball game.